Hi, good day. Today my name is Stefan Job and I'll show you how to do dhcp. To do dhcp, first you click in start and you go in server manager and we're gonna add a role. Click next and we're gonna take the dhcp server. Click next and then you click next again and you make sure this is your server IP address. Click next. The arsenal.com domain, make sure your IP address is valid. Click next again and we're gonna leave this default settings, and here is where you add scopes, but we're not gonna add scopes now, we'll do that later in the video. This is where you enable IP6 version protocol. Just gonna click validate and make sure it's validated. Before we go further, I'm gonna show you how to ping the server to make sure your server is up and running. We go in start and we go in the command prompt and we're gonna click typing arsenal.com, whatever your server name is, and we're gonna put /clipboard. That is to copy your results and paste it in a notepad file. Here we're gonna open a notepad file and paste the results, and here we see the server is up and running. Now we're gonna continue with our installation of the dhcp. Click next again and we're gonna use current credentials. Click next and we finish setting up. Everything is now to install the dhcp. Click install and we're gonna wait while the dhcp install. After you finish your installation, now we're gonna check, make sure everything is installed correctly. The dhcp server, everything is looking alright. You're gonna go in the start and go in administrative tools, and then you're gonna go in dhcp. Here is where you're gonna add a new scope and click next, and you're gonna put the name of the scope and the description. I'm gonna use clients and a description TSDT. Here where you put the range, this range of your IP addresses. In the first bar you put the starting IP address 192.168. I'm gonna start from 1 and I'm gonna energize to 100. Subnet mask, and here is where you wanna exclude IP addresses. I'm gonna exclude a range from 1 to 10, 192.168.0.10. After you've typed, click and add and then next, and there is where you choose your loose duration. Since it's a short video, you're gonna click 2 minutes. Yes, I want to configure these options now. We click next. You're gonna put the default gateway. Gonna use the default 192.168.0.1. and add it. Click next. Here is where the domain name Arsenal, and type the server name, the name of your PC. Go in computer and check your PC name. My computer system properties. My computer name is Stefan. Click resolve and your IP address supposed to you're gonna put in the IP address 192.168 and click add, and then click next. Here you're gonna type the server name, click reserve, and here we see our IP address automatically come up. You click next, and we add the scope. After we've added the scope, we're gonna move on to do reservations. Here we see the scope is active. Right click on reservation and click new reservation. The first reservation you're gonna do is Windows XP. The IP address you wanna reserve for Windows XP 0. We're gonna use 12. And here in the MAC address, you go in your XP computer and you take the MAC address from your XP. Then command prompt get MAC. This is not the MAC address for the XP, but this is an example just showing you how you can get a MAC address from command prompt. But we're gonna use a XP MAC address. And a description. You click add, and there we have add a reservation. To make sure check the scope, make sure everything is up. Reservation, make sure it is reserved in the arsenal domain. The XP computer. The name of my XP computer is Taylor. As you can see, taylor.arsenal.com. Now we're going in our XP machine, and we're going to enable dhcp. To enable that, we go in our network settings, right click properties and IP4 and properties, and we're going to put them to dynamically allocate, and we click close. After that, dhcp is enabled. Now we're going to command prompt, and we're going to use the command IP config, and we're gonna put ipconfig /all, and here we see dhcp enabled, the physical address. Now we're gonna use ipconfig renew release. So we released it from the IP it was on. Now we're gonna use ipconfig renew, and here we see it is getting the IP address we reserved it in the arsenal domain 192.168.0.12. So that's how we know dhcp works. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you learned some.